All I need you to do is just turn to me like the prodigal did in Luke 15. And as soon as you turn, I'm going to empty out on you a blessing you can't even contain. So which mirror are you looking into today? What glory are you beholding? Are you beholding yourself according to what others think? I saw a story this week and it broke my heart. This lady, she was like a professional skydiver, a beautiful girl, beautiful lady, 30-ish, fit, had jumped hundreds of times, maybe even a YouTuber, maybe. And the night before, her boyfriend broke up with her. And she went to skydive the next day, and she chose to not open her parachute. And it broke my heart because she was viewing her worth, her value, through the mirror of her boyfriend. And when she didn't feel like her boyfriend wanted her anymore, she thought her value was gone. And that's the same lie that the serpent shared in the garden. Your value is not based on what anybody else thinks about you. Your value is not even what you think about yourself. Your value is not based on if you're tall or short or skinny or fat, rich or poor. Your value is based on one thing, and it's what he says about you. And his mirror says you're to die for. His mirror says, I just want you back to myself so that we can be in union. And so let me tell you this. When you look into his mirror, you're going to see the fairest of them all. You're going to see Jesus. And the more that you see Jesus, you're going to see that you too are the fairest of them all. And it'll wreck you. So your husband, your wife, they don't look at your life through their mirror. Look at your life through his mirror. And let that beholding transform you into the image of God. Because that's what we're all called to do. That's what we're all created to do, is to be image bearers and light bearers. That we would go into the highways and the byways and they would see our Father in us. And they would see the glory of the Lord in us and they would be glorifying God. So I don't know who I'm talking to today. I don't know who is struggling with their identity, who's finding their value through church or value through their minister or value through even their Bible reading or find your value through if you get enough touches from the Lord in a week. All that means nothing. The only thing that matters is what he says. And he says you're beloved. He says you're chosen. He says you're one of a kind. He says if you were the only one, I still would have given my son's life for you. I value you that much. So what mirror will you continue in this week? What mirror will you choose to go after this week? Not to find it, but just to turn yourself, posture yourself towards that mirror. Man's mirror or God's mirror? I promise you, the only place you'll be satisfied is in God's mirror. You see it all the time. People that have everything in this life that you think that you would want. All the money and all the fame and like the top, and they're still just not happy. And I am concerned about them. I care, but what I'm most concerned about is Christians in that same shape. We have the answer inside us. We have the answer to everything inside us. And I want you to recognize that today. I want you to recognize that this week. Would you stand with me as we dismiss? It's so funny that it went that quickly because it was so overpowering this week that I just shut my Bible. He had showed me so many different things, and I just shut my Bible and I said, Lord, it's too much. Like I didn't even write sticky notes because it would have been just sticky note upon sticky note upon sticky note. And I had to text Brian, and I had to text Bear, and I had to text Uncle to relieve some of the pressure. Like if he was over airing up a tire, I said, Lord, you got to stop. You're going to burst me. So it's really funny. I thought I might be run long today, but it doesn't take long when we just begin to see the thread of our value, the thread of the love of the Father, the thread of what we're called to, the thread of what it's all about. And it's all about the love of God. It's all about how he sees you and how he feels about you. And It's all about that. Father, I thank you for each and every one today. I thank you for each and every home. Let each and every word that you want to sink down into people's hearts, and let them begin to